So I thought about it, and I thought about it again and again. And I just decided to, and why not give you both parts of the videos today? So after you finish watching part one, come on, watch part two. Yes. So I'm just gonna go right to it. We've already chit chat for the last one. Let's get to work. So I ended the last video on question 20. Now we are at question 21. I'm just literally overjoyed. Please bear with me. The clues in the box below describe the same number. Use them to answer item 21. Here are the clues. The number is an even number. The number is less than 40. The number is a multiple of 7. Which of the following could the number be? Could be the number being described. I know 20 is a multiple of 7 and also 42. We're looking for a number less than 40, so 42 is not less than 40. Both are even numbers, but the answer is 28. Examine the number 2,197 on the calculator below. Use it to answer item 22. Which digit in the number has the largest value? The one that has the largest value, the one that's in the thousand place. I'm just doing this so you can see it. And this is 10. The first T is 1,000. And then this is the one. Remind the so the 2 is the correct answer. Examine the pattern below. Use it to answer item 23. So we have 5 columns. Everything is over 4. The denominator is 4. And I see that the pattern for the numerators is that it's going up by 2. 2, 4. So this is 6, 8, 10. Correct answer 6 over 4. I hope we're still just looking and seeing what we got correct. Comment down below if you have any queries. Examine the two towers labeled M and N. And the information provided in the box below, use the tower and the information to answer item 24. So we're seeing the towers here. The first row of each tower is highlighted in blue right here. In the first row, an operation is used on numbers next to each other to get the number directly above those. The operation is also repeated in row 3 in the tower. Question says, the asterisk represents the same number in each tower. Which number replaces the asterisk in each tower? From I'm looking at it, I can see that there's a plus here. There's clearly going to be a plus here because there's a plus here. 2 plus 4 gives you 6. I'm not adding this part as yet. And then 3 plus 7 gives you 10. So that's his correct. I'm just checking if. Let's look at this one now. 3 plus 4 gives you 7. 7 plus 6 gives you 13. Looks correct. 7 plus 10 gives you 17, and we know 13 plus 17 gives us 13. So that correct answer is 7 here, but let's check if 7 works over here. 6 plus 1, it tells us that we're going to get 7 here. And 8 plus 3, 11. 7 plus 9 gives us 16, so it's correct. 9 plus 11 gives us 20. 16 plus 20 gives us 36. So the correct answer is 7. I must say the paper was quite manageable. Scrolling past the instruction. Examine the puzzle below. G represents a space where a piece was removed from the puzzle. Use this information to answer item 25. Because the following could be the missing piece of the puzzle located at G. What I did here, I looked at the parts. I saw that there was, for this part of the puzzle, there needs to be an inside part here, there needs to be an inside part here, and an outer part at the top. I'm just looking at it. Inside, 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 3 inside, that's not correct. Outside, 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 that's not correct, and 1 inside. 1 inside, 1 outside. These are the 2 inside and here outside. I'm just gonna label them so you can see 1, 2 inside, and 3 outside. So one of my 1, let me look which one is beside. So this would have been my 3. And this would have been my 1, and this would have been my 2. So the correct answer is D. Just double checking and always giving explanation as to how I got my answer. That's how I'm gonna know it, if it's correct. Next question. For athletes competing a race, their times are shown in the table below. Use it to answer item 26. John, Adrian, Pete, Thomas. These are the names of the athletes. The times in second, 24.80, 25.23, 24.86, 25.01. Which athlete has the second fastest time? I'm just gonna number them. Fastest time is the one that has the lowest number. So the fastest time here, John, then Pete, then Thomas, then Adrian is 4th place. So the correct answer is 2nd place, Pete. But when I looked at this question, I'm like, oh God, if no one got anything correct, they would have gotten 27 correct. This was like the easiest question. Which number is closest to 1,999? I can't even believe they even did that. Everyone must at least get 1 mark. That was hilarious. Read the information given in the box below. Use it to answer item 28. Jane has more pencils than Mark, so Jane has the most pencils based on what I'm reading here. And Kev, the number of pencils Kevin has is less than the number of pencils Mark has. So it's Jane, Mark, then Kevin. Let's look at it. All of these are both of these are correct. Sorry, are incorrect. Because these show that Jane doesn't have the majority. So these two we're looking at, but we want the number of pencils that Kevin has should be less than the number of pencils Mark has, right? So A is the correct answer. Because here Mark has less than Kevin. So it's Jane with the most, Mark with the second largest number of pencils, and Kevin with the least. So far, this is the only question that I'm seeing that's a bit, I say I had to think a little bit. I couldn't say it's a bit difficult, just calls for more thinking. The table below shows 2 tiles, use them to answer item 29. Option 1, option 2. Which statement is true about using the tiles to tile a floor. So if we're using the tiles to tile a floor, more likely thinking about the area. So 8 times 8, can find the area there. And we can say 12 times 4, and we can find the area here. All right? 8 times 8, 64. And 4 times 12 is 48. I'm just trying these unit square. I'm just gonna put square here. So which statement is true about using the tiles to tile a floor? You would need to buy twice as many of option 2 as option 1 tiles. That's 64 is not twice as much as 48. So this is not correct. You need to buy the same number of option 1 as option 2. They're not the same sizes, and they don't have the same area. So that's not correct. More option tile 1 because they are bigger than option 2, or more of option 2 because they are smaller. If the tiles are bigger, we don't need to buy more. But if the tiles are smaller, clearly we're going to buy more. So I'm going. Do you need more of these tiles to tile the floor? And because they are smaller and they have a smaller area. So you need more of them to cover the room or the floor. Right? You definitely need less of these to cover more space. Examine the jar with sweets below. Use it to answer item 30. About how many sweets will be in the jar when it's full? So there are 20 sweets in the jar, and it's literally almost half. And just draw a line. Right? If I'm adding more sweet, if I have 5 more sweet, that's not gonna be enough. 30, which is adding 10 more sweets, that is not gonna be enough. I went with 45 because I'm doubling the number of sweets that is in there and then adding a little bit more, and I think that would fill the jar. I think 60 would be too much sweets because I don't think the jar can take 3 times the amount that is already. So 45 is my answer. The number 525 or 525 on the number line is halfway between 510 and X. Use the number line and the information to answer item 31. Which number could replace X on the line? So we have 510 here, and I see that 15 more will give me 525. So I'm assuming, and it says 537 here. So I'm assuming that you just add 15 more and you'll get 540. And we can see that 537 is just 3 away from that. The correct answer is 504. Examine the 3 scales and the information provided in the box below. Use them to answer item 32. We're seeing 3 fruits: pineapple, mangoes, and bananas. The bananas weigh less than the mangoes, and the bananas weigh less than the mangoes, and the bananas weigh more than the pineapple. So based on the weight, we'll have the mangoes weighing the most, then the bananas, then the pineapple. Which of the following is true about the pineapples? Based on the order that I just listed, we know that the pineapple does not weigh more than the mango because the banana weighs more than the pineapple and the mangoes weigh more than the bananas. Because if the bananas weigh less than the mangoes, then that means the mangoes weigh more than the bananas. Is not correct. Pineapple weigh more than the bananas. That's not correct. Is that explicit statement that says that. Pineapples and mangoes weigh the same. There's also an explicit statement that says that. It says that the bananas weigh more, not the same, or that the pineapple more. So now we're on to D. The pineapple weighs less than the mangoes. And this is true because the pineapple weighs less than the bananas and the bananas weigh less than the mangoes. So clearly the mango weighs more than the Examine the graph below and the information given in the box about the graph. Each bar in the graph represents one of the type of clothing: blouses, skirts, jeans, and shorts. Use the information provided in the bar and in the box to answer items 33 and 34. I can't believe we're at the end of almost at the end of the paper. Number of clothing sold at the store. That's the name of the bar graph. And the number of the clothing, here the numbers are listed on the side, and the type of clothing are represented by each bar. So based on the information that we're giving here, I'm just gonna label the bars. That's gonna make it much easier for me. Jeans as the highest, right? Using a letter, this was jeans because it's the highest. Fewer shirts were sold than shorts. Not quite sure which one is the shorts or which one is the shirt as yet. Let's look at the other statement. More blouses were sold than shorts. So you had fewer shirts than shorts and more blouses than shorts. So I can say that this is more blouses than shorts. This is blouses. And then there were fewer shirts than shorts. So I'm gonna put just an S for shorts and an SH for shirt. I think that adequately labels our bar graph there. So now let's go to the questions. Which type of clothing was sold the least? And that was shirts, because we already labeled the bar from we did that. Is just like easy peasy lemon squeezy from here. How many blouses were sold? Let's look back at what we labeled as blouses. It's 25. Correct answer is B here. And yeah, we're finished. Let's look at the next graph. So we had more graphs coming out in this paper. We saw questions with patterns. We saw questions with estimation. And I have a previous video. I didn't do that one this year, but I did it last year on quantitative reading. Pretty much everything was there. I explained to you why I was not able to do it. I was just not feeling up to it. I really felt terrible for the last. All right, let's look at the graph below. The graph below shows the total points earned by 4 teams at the end of each round in a competition. Use it to answer items 35 to 37. Total points earned by 4 teams at the end of each round of a competition. Round 1, 2, 3, 4, and these were the points. And the teams, the blue is team 1, the orange is team 2, the purple is team 3, and the green is team 4. Which team scored the most points in round one. So we're looking at round one, and it's orange, so it's team 2. In which round did team 1 double the points they scored in round 3? So we're only looking at team 1 here, and we're looking at the points that they scored and looking to see if they double it. So here, round 1, they scored 10. I'll put a 10 here. For round 2, they scored 15, halfway between 14 and 16, that's 15. 10 is not half of 15, so it can't be round 1. And round 2, we're looking at. Here is 5, halfway between 4 and 6 is 5, and I think I already found the answer. In round 3, they were 5, and double 5 is 10. But let's just check on this one. And this is 9. So I was correct initially. Just read back the question. It said, in which round did team 1 double the points they scored in round 3? And that answer is 37. Which statement is true based on the graph? More points were awarded in round 1 than any other round. Let's look back at it. That's not round 2. Had a lot of variety. Team 3 had the most points at the end of round 2. All of them had the same for round 2. Same points. Team 2 scored the highest number of points in each round. That's not true either. Let's see, hold on. No, that's not true. Because in round 4, team 4 actually scored more. All teams scored their lowest number of points in round 3. In comparison to all the other rounds, yes, that is correct. Correct answer is E. This is another question that we've seen a lot of. For item 38, there is a question followed by 2 statements. Read the statements carefully to see if they provide enough information to help you to answer the question. How many persons can fit inside the 3-section stadium? So there are 3 sections, yellow, red, and blue. Let's read the statements. Statement 1 says yellow section had 300 seats. Statement 2 says that the red section has 3 times the number of seats that the blue section had. Can we be able to determine how many persons can fit in the 3-section stadium from these 2 statements? No. Why? Because, yes, we know that there are 300 seats in the yellow section, but we don't know how many seats are in the blue section. And it says that the red section is 3 times the number of seats in the blue section. If we had the information for the blue section, we'd have just multiplied it by 3 and found the red section. And we already know the yellow, but we just don't have the information for the blue section. And that's why both statements together are not enough to answer the question. But that's D. Let's move on to 2039, sorry. 5 toy cars of different colors are lined up next to each other below. Use them and the description about them to answer item. The blue car is the first in line. Let's label this B as blue. The green car is next to the purple car, but not beside the red car. I'm not quite sure where I'm going to put the green. I'm just leaving that statement. The green car is next to the purple car and the orange car. Not quite sure where I can put those cars. And it says the blue car is next to the orange car. So I already know what the blue car is, so I can put the orange car next to the blue car, right? So I'll put the orange car here. So I've already done this part, and I've already done this part. So I'll do the other two now. So it said the green car is next to the purple car, but not beside the red car. Still not quite sure where to put this one as yet. Let me go to this one. The green car is between the purple car and the orange car. So I know the orange car is here. And if the green car is between the orange and the purple car, I can put the purple car here. And I can put the green car here. And while I was doing that, I was literally glancing at the second statement. And I realized that it could actually go there because once the green car is not beside the red car, it's okay. It's next to the purple, so that's fine. So I'll just put the red here. And there we have it. So the car that's in the middle, the question asks, which car is in the middle? Let's look at the car in the middle. That's the green car. Let me just check. So the blue car is first in line. That's correct. The green car is next to the purple car, but not beside the red car. Green car next to the purple side, purple car, and not beside the red car. And the green car is between the purple car and the orange car. Green car between the purple and orange. And the blue car is next to the orange car. Blue car next to the orange car. Very good. So that's correct. And finally, we're at the end of the paper. I'll do this. Examine the mathematical sentence below. There are three shapes: a square, a round edge square, a triangle, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sides. Yes, so it's a hexagon here. So the hexagon is 2. And here the hexagon is already 2. I'll put here 2. 2 times something that I don't know here is also something that I do. Right? But I do know this is 2, and I do know this is 2, and I do know this is 2. Right? So 2 plus 2 plus 2 is already 6. I know that for a fact. So I start thinking now, if 2 times this number gives me this number, and I know that these are 6 plus whatever this number is gonna give me this number, then I can say that if 2 times 6 is 12, this is how I reasoned it out. 2 times 6 is 12. 2 times 6, 12. I can also say 6 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, which is actually 6, is equal to 12 again. That's how I got my answer. But now I can look at the question. What is the value of the square? And I can already see what it is. The answer is 12. Hurrah, we're finished. And let me stop sharing. The questions were manageable. I didn't really have anything that I had to say. I don't know how I got this answer. And I was able to figure everything out. In the comment section, explain to me if you have any queries with what I posed as my answers. You know, I'm open to reasoning, corrections, all of that stuff. I also want you to rate yourself. Rate yourself. I'm gonna give it to you. Yes. Putting you on the spot. How much out of the 40 questions did you answer correctly? Tell me down in the comment section. I'm really looking forward to your comments. And I'm also looking forward to your stuff. Didn't know I was gonna put that one in there. And also, so how many students did PEP 6 in Jamaica? A couple thousand. Let this video reach the all. I want all the students to be able to see the review in a timely manner and just get a little relief to say, that one is finished. I know what were the correct answers. I know what I should have done or what I could have done. Let's move on to the next examination. And as I said, I have you covered. Start watching the videos on the channel and just stay tuned, hit that notification bell, and you'll get all the new material for the performance task. Also, I have every single past paper that was ever done, right? And if you were watching on the channel, I've done some of them. I'm gonna do more this year. I'm gonna do more of the papers this year. I have PEP 4, PEP 5. Anybody in grade 4, grade 5, grade 6, grade 3 soon go to grade 4, right? Grade 5 will soon go to grade 6. Just get them on the channel. Get the message across, everyone. I'm here to help you. How can I help you if they don't know this channel exists? Please share. I'll see you in our next video.